Okay, so take a minute and plot these points. I went ahead and started doing that, and I got A here, B here. This C is supposed to be at 0, -6, 2, -1. And I think then we'll end up with the right shape. So we can actually reflect over anything. It doesn't have to be just the x-axis or the y-axis. For this one, I put in there reflect over the line y equals x. So you really have to know where this line, y equals x, lands. And that's why we spent so much time on graphing easy lines. This means that there's a 0 for B and a slope of 1. So it starts at 0, and it's a slope of up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. This one and y equals -x are pretty much the only ones that we reflect over that are diagonal, but it could be asked that we reflect over any line. You just got to be prepared to be able to do it. So make that line and make it good, because we're going to try the rub transfer again, which is to color in or even just use pen. Go around each one of these points. Flat. And remember how we did it. We folded our paper along the line. It's easier when we fold it in front of us first. So then I can make sure that I'm folding it nice and good along that line. And the goal is then when you open it up that you're going to be folding it inward. And it will land perfectly on that crease. And you have to do the rub transfer. So after you fold it, you've got to rub the back or do something I can't really tell where my points are, so I'm just going to try to go. Now this is not as accurate, but it will give you a good idea. When I open it up, can you see where that parallelogram is? Right? I get a clear idea that B is around here, it sure looks like to me. So I can kind of tell that B is landing over here. And I can see that if C is down here and it reflects over here, that's C right over there on that line. C prime. B prime is around there. A is going to bounce through and land. You can kind of tell that it's around there. And D looks like it's maybe around here, something like that. Okay? So what my goal is to see, okay, where does it actually land? There's a lot of different ways to do this. If you see that C is here at 0, -6, that C was pretty obviously hitting the x-axis over here at -6, 0. So that kind of gives me an idea. When I look at these two numbers, think, okay, I don't really want you to memorize that those numbers are switching. I'll zoom out for you. But it sure looks like to me those numbers are switching places. So if we look at where, let's say, A is landing, that looks pretty accurate, like it's going straight across over to there. This is 5, 1, this is 1, 5. So it makes it a little bit easier once you have the graph up and you've done that rub transfer to say, okay, it's definitely there. So B, which it doesn't show up too well, I'm thinking it's around here. 3, -4, -4, 3. Let's just make sure. Yep, it is landing right there. And D is at 2, -1, so probably -1, 2, it looked like it was landing up there as well. So the rough transfer I want you to get in the habit of doing, don't worry so much about your paper getting folded. It's not that big of a deal. If we try one more, we can reflect the segment down here. And so I gave you the K, that's the line of reflection. UB's got to flip over it and land somewhere over there. So we've got to think of how did this work. Basically, B is going to go perpendicular to this line and hit B prime over here. So remember how to do a perpendicular. We swung the compass so that it hit the line in 2 places. Compass point at B, swung it so it was in 2 places, and then found the middle between. The cool thing is if we don't ever change our compass throughout this whole process, what ended up happening was I have this perpendicular line that's going to go through these 2 X's, and I bet that from here to here is B, then from here to here is my new B. Pretty darn close to where those crossed. And you got to do the same thing with U. So you need your compass opened a bit. And you want to hit K in 2 places. I only hit it in 1 place, so I've got to make my line longer. And around here. And so if I connect them, I've got a perpendicular going through U. These are perpendiculars that we're making. And we're making a bisector between these 2. So if I use my compass to measure out from here to U, it's like right there. And from here to my new U, should be like right about there. And so if my goal was to make segments, reflect the segment, then VU should be there. So kind of neat stuff. These are more difficult than you need to do. So any reflection construction is beyond what you need to be able to do alone. But I did want you to see how it comes about with this whole splitting it into equal pieces between B and B prime and perpendicular as well.